Hello guys, today I will be going over one of the most controversial fights in all of One Piece. Shanks versus Kaido. I will be going over which arguments and interpretations work for the characters and where I believe they truly scale. Of course, this is all just my interpretation, so if you disagree, make sure to give your feedback in the comments, and if you agree with what I say and would like to see more, leave a like, and let me know what other topics I should cover. Anyways, let's get started by going over Kaido's scaling. As most of you already know, Kaido is one of the most powerful characters we've seen in the world of One Piece, but where exactly does he scale? Many people will like to exaggerate his feats and title as the world's strongest creature, to say he's literally stronger than anyone else, or to say he's literally invincible. However, this interpretation of Kaido is quite literally debunked during his introduction, where we are told that he has suffered over 25 defeats as a pirate. And while Kaido scales above characters like Big Mom, Yamato, and the Navy admirals since Green Bull openly admitted he was afraid of Kaido, and we see Yamato, who Kaido scales above, can manhandle Green Bull. So how does Shanks stack up against Kaido? As most of you One Piece fans already know, Shanks doesn't have a lot of screen time, and so his feats are very limited. However, I do believe there is enough shown along with a couple of statements that make the outcome of this battle stand out. The best way to scale Shanks is taking a look at his clash with Old Whitebeard on his medicine. For those of you that don't know, we have been told numerous times by both omniscient narrators and credible characters that knew Whitebeard that Old Whitebeard on his meds was the strongest pirate in the world. Now we know that once Whitebeard comes off his meds, he becomes much weaker and slower. However, at full power on his meds, like when he fought Shanks, he was the strongest pirate in the world. As you all know, Shanks and Whitebeard clashed and split the sky, displaying relativity between each other. And we've also been told that Shanks was around the level of, if not straight up, equal to Old Whitebeard at full power, making Shanks scale directly to a character stated to be a more powerful pirate than Kaido himself. And for those of you that want to argue that the world's strongest pirate is just a mere title, this is not at all true, as the world's strongest pirate is not a title, but merely what Old Whitebeard was, according to the narrator and other characters. If you are still not convinced that this proves Shanks is stronger, let's go over another route we can take that gives Shanks the definitive edge in this battle. Taking a look at Zoro's performance on the rooftops before he even awakened his advanced conqueror's haki, Zoro was able to display relativity to both Big Mom and Kaido, by intercepting or outright outspeeding their attacks, blocking their attacks, and even cutting Kaido and prompting him to dodge his one-sword-style attack. And once Zoro should have been finished for the day after being heavily fatigued and injured, he is able to overwhelm Hybrid Kaido and permanently scar him with Ashura. And remember, all of this was without using Advanced Conqueror's haki, so how does this relate to Shanks? Well, we know Shanks scales directly to his lifelong rival, Mihawk, who even after the events of Wano remains as the world's strongest swordsman, therefore much stronger than the Zoro that managed to overwhelm Kaido. And if you still aren't convinced, we were told that during the events of Marineford, Shanks and Kaido engaged in battle, and after the fight not only was Shanks unharmed, but Kaido held Shanks in the same regard as Roger, who he believed transcended everyone in terms of haki, and Odin, who permanently scarred Kaido and nearly killed him during their battle. This would all imply that Shanks likely defeated Kaido during the events of Marineford. So in conclusion, this fight is heavily in Shanks's favor if you look at his feats and portrayal compared to Kaido's, with him being much more powerful than Kaido, scaling to much more powerful characters than Kaido and upscaling from characters that can press and overwhelm Kaido. Shanks would take this fight more often than not. Kaido loses. Let me know if you guys agree or if you believe I missed anything in the comments. Until later, peace.